Good day, everyone, especially to our professor, Professor Jonathan Oludin. And I am Jennifer Gajes. I'm going to report about the research study. The title of my research study is about effects of bullying on academic performance. Bullying is becoming a widespread issue in schools across the globe. It involves intentional, repeated acts of aggression aimed at causing harm or distress to another person. The negative impact of bullying on academic performance is also an essential area of research to investigate. Bullying can cause a range of negative consequences, including psychological and emotional distress, which can lead to reduced academic performance. When students experience bullying, it can lead to feeling of fear, anxiety, and depression, which can negatively affect their academic work, assimilating new information or effectively memorizing information and completing tasks on time, which may adversely affect academic achievement. Additionally, pupils who have been victims of bullying tend to have lower self-esteem, reduced social cognitive skills, and may also develop negative behavior patterns as avoidance of school. These pupils may also report aggressive or disruptive behaviors as coping mechanism, which can affect not only their academic performance but also peers' academic performance. Moreover, the issue of bullying can also lead to a negative school environment with the tension and complex affecting all students. Hence, investigating the effects of bullying on pupils' academic performance is crucial in improving pupils' well-being and academic achievement in schools. So here is the literature background. In Cameroon, there is a significant difference between the number of girls and boys going to school, which is Gomez 2016. Based on 2011 data, 47.7% of girls and 56.7% of boys attended primary and secondary schools. This low rate of female enrollment was attributed to cost, early marriages, sexual harassment, unwanted pregnancy, domestic responsibilities, and certain socio-cultural biases. Even though schools are almost evenly distributed throughout the regions, there's a gap in the capacity of the schools, the number of potential students. Bullying is a pervasive problem that has been documented in numerous studies within the field of education and psychology. Researchers have constantly found that bullying can have a negative impact on a variety of outcomes for victims, including their mental health, social skills, and academic achievement. In terms of academic achievement, empirical evidence has suggested that frequent bullying can lead to a decline in pupils' academic performance. Such studies have identified causal link between bullying and lower grades, while others have found a relational a relationship in which pupils who experience bullying tend to perform worse academically, factors that may mediate the product of bullying. On academic performance include absenteeism, poor concentration, and decreased motivation to learn. Social learning theory posits that students may internalize negative messages about their capabilities and self worth as a result of bullying, which can in turn lead to decreased motivation to learn and participate in class. Other researchers have investigated the role of stress and anxiety in mediating the relationship between bullying and academic performance, highlighting the ways in which exposure to bullying can disrupt pupils' ability to focus and succeed in academic tasks. Overall, bullying can have significant and lasting effects pupils' academic performance. Addressing this issue, multifaceted approach that includes both an intervention strategies at individual, school-wide, and community levels. Theoretical and conceptual framework. One of the primary theories in the social learning theory, which posits individuals learn through observation and modeling of behaviors, including aggressive behavior that leads to bullying. Therefore, when children are exposed to bullying, they may learn aggressive behaviors that can affect their academic performance. Another is the ecological system theory, which suggests that the environment can play a significant role in shaping people's experiences and development. The theory consists of five interconnected systems, including the microsystem, mesosystem, exosystem, microsystem, and enchronal system. The microsystem refers to the immediate environment can have a direct effect on their academic performance. The cognitive behavioral theory is another theoretical framework that describes the role of thoughts and behaviors in determining individuals' emotional and social outcomes. The theory suggests that individuals who are exposed to bullying may develop negative thoughts and emotions that may lead to reduced academic performance. Additionally, the concept of emotional intelligence can be used to explain the link between bullying and academic performance. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions in oneself and others. Children who experience bullying but have a high level of resilience may be better able to cope with the negative effects and maintain their academic performance. In conclusion, it involves several theories and concepts from various disciplines, including social learning theory, ecological systems theory, cognitive behavioral theory, emotional intelligence, and resilience. Next is the statement of the problem. It is said that courage be likened to fire and bullying can to smoke. Bullying is a phenomenon that is elusive, conniving to define properly because time changes and so do means by which to inflict harm upon others. It is thus stated that bullying behavior is a cowardly action, in all probability caused by some or other childhood pain. In order to remedy the problem, one has to find and treat the root. One cannot hope to solve a problem by merely scratching the surface. An equality which would ultimately bring an end bullying is mutual respect. So respect for oneself, respect for peers, respect for authority figures. It must be borne in mind that bullying behavior has certain legal consequences, even though the alleged bully may be a minor. The main thrust of the study was to determine the effects of bullying of students' academic performance. Next is the significance of the study. This study will be beneficial to the municipal officials, school, personnel, parents, and other researchers. This study is significant to the municipal officials for it help construct strategies and methods on how to lessen the cases of bullying. So school personnel, this study will give them the hint to improve their motivational and teaching materials, techniques or methods and skills in open forum to students who really need their guidance. Parents, they will be aware about the kind of attitude their child is possessing. It will give them a hint on how they would help encourage their child to avoid bullying. Students, this study will encourage them to change their attitude towards other people. It will serve as medicine to cure the minds of every individual to become open minded about the consequences of their action. Researchers. The researchers in the near future will make use the result of our present study. This study will serve as their basis and comparison to their future study. Definition of
Definition of
terms. To make a
terms.
clear
To
understanding
make
of
a
some
clearer
term used in
understanding
the
of some
study
terms used
and
in the
avoid
study and
confusion of
avoid
the
confusion of
interpretation,
interpretation, the
the
researcher
researcher
provided
definition of the
creation
key terms
definition of the
being used in
key
the
terms
study.
being used in the
Bullying, the
study.
process of intimidating or
Bullying, the
mistreating somebody
process of
weaker or in a more
intimidating or
vulnerable
mistreating
situation.
somebody weaker
Bully,
or
an
in a more
aggressive person,
vulnerable
intimidates,
situation.
mistreats
Bully, an
weaker
aggressive person who
people.
intimidates or
Behavior, the way in
mistreats
which
weaker
somebody
people.
behaves.
Behavior, the
Metamorphosis,
way
a marked
in
change in
which
appearance.
somebody behaves.
Character, condition, or function.
Metamorphosis, a
Verbal
marked change in
bullying, using
appearance,
words or
character,
language,
condition, or
especially to oppose
function.
someone. Verbal bullying,
Definition of terms.
using
To
words
make
or
a clear
language,
understanding of
especially to
some
oppose
term used in the
someone.
study and
Next is design. This research is conducting in qualitative research. The information to gather are words, not numbers. The research is about effects on bullying of students' academic performance in Bameda, Boya in Cameroon. This is finding more about the bullying that's happening in school to know if there are pupils who are experiencing bullying or have experienced pupils who are bullying other pupils and their thoughts and feelings about such incidents. A mixed research approach was used in the study. A mixed research method lays emphasis on the in-depth probing of people's customs, beliefs, assumptions, understanding, opinions, and actions. By using qualitative and quantitative by Criswell and Plano Clark. An explanatory research design was used in the study. Explanatory research design is a two-phase research design where quantitative data are collected in the phase and qualitative data are obtained during the second phase to build upon the validate the quantitative findings by Criswell and Plano Clark 2001. Also, an explanatory design is used to follow up on the quantitative results to provide detailed information with the qualitative data that best describe the findings by Criswell and Plano Clark 2011. Next is environment and respondents. So, Cameroon is a country located in Central Africa and is bordered by Nigeria to the west, Chad to the northeast, the Central African Republic to the east, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon. The Republic of the Congo to the south, Cameroon's coastline lies in the Bight of Bonny, which is part of the Gulf of Guinea and the BFFD Atlantic Ocean. The country is called African in nature for its geological and cultural diversity. The research respondents. So the research respondents of this study were the public and private schools in Cameroon. Procedure. So in procedure, gathering of data. To gather data by handing out questionnaires to my respondents. So I'll give them a set of questions to be answered, and after answering it and returning it to me, I'll study and understand the answers I received. I will sort and evaluate all the data that I have gathered. After studying and analyzing them, I will proceed in finalizing them. So, context and sampling procedure. The sampling procedure was done in the study, usually random sampling technique. The sampling technique is where all people are believed to have the potential to participate as a study sample by Tahir Dost 2016. In this technique, participants have an equal chance to participate in the study, which reduces selection bias during selection, Tahir Dost 2016. As such, random sampling was used to select high school students and teachers to take part in the study. Next procedure for research is the statistical treatment. The mean is the average of the numbers calculated, central a set of numbers. Media is denoting or relating to a value or quantity lying at the midpoint of a frequency distribution of observed values of quantities, such that there is an equal probability of falling above or below it. Mode is a number which happen most often in a set of numbers. Frequency is the rate at which something occurs or is repeated over a particular period of time or a given sample. Range is the area of variation between upper and lower limits on a particular scale. And here is the data collection methods. Since the mixed method approach was used in the study, both quantitative and qualitative data collection methods were utilized. Only online surveys and interviews were used in collecting the data. So interviews. The interviews were carried out with six teachers from the selected schools. The interviews were semi-structured with open-ended questions to enable freedom of participants to discuss further on what they know and expound on the questions to provide adequate information to describe the problem under investigation are recommended by Criswell 2012. Interviews were used in the study because it is necessary to explore feelings, behaviors, or how people interpret the world beyond them. Miriam, 2009. Response rate: a total of 24 students out of a population of 50 participants volunteered to participate in survey research. The participants filled a questionnaire that was disseminated to sample students by the researcher. Questionnaires submitted back were checked for completeness and errors. All the participants sampled the research completed and resubmit the questionnaires to the researcher. The response rate was adequate for the researcher to work with the data collected and obtain meaningful results for the research. Table 1 presents the response rate results. So Table 1 response rate of student study participants. So here's the number of participants, 24. So questionnaires and percentage. So questionnaires fully completed 24, which is 100%. Questionnaires not fully completed, so zero, which is 0%. So total 24, and the percentage is 100%. Then the descriptive analysis was conducted to an data feedback of the various questions regarding bullying in schools. The process enabled the researcher to describe the data, properties in relation to bullying behaviors in public schools. The descriptive statistics used in the study included frequencies and percentage. So here are the table 2, descriptive report on bullying witnessed. Number of participants is 24. So variables, frequency, and percentage. So have you ever witnessed any form of bullying in your school? So yes is 20 people, there which is the percentage is 28.6. So no, 2, and the percentage is 14.3. Maybe is only 2. Then percentage is 31.4. Then total of 24. Then percentage is 100%. Summary and findings. Students were also asked to indicate the form of bullying that we have. Most of the students indicate that the form of bullying witness was bullying and verbal bullying, representing 37.5% of the study participants who responded to the question. Those who indicate that the experienced physical bullying alone represented 33.3% of the study participants, and 16.7% of the study participants indicated that they experienced verbal bullying alone. In addition, 4.2% of the study participants indicated that they experienced verbal and social bullying. 4.2% of the study participants experienced other forms of bullying not listed, while 4.2% of the study indicated that they never experienced any form of bullying before. None of the students indicated that they have experienced social bullying alone or cyber bullying. The results suggest that physical and verbal bullying are the most experienced and most common forms of bullying witnessed by a majority of the students in private and public schools of Cameroon. The study explored the impacts of bullying in public and private schools in Cameroon with a focus on academic performance students. The study indicated that verbal bullying, racist bullying, and social bullying are common in schools with negative effects. These bullying behaviors mainly occur within the school environment, such as in class when students are on their way home or on the way to school. The study revealed that bullying in schools negatively impacts pupils' behaviors in terms of behavior and academic performance. Cases of out-of-school bullying are reported by victims where teachers and the school administration takes action to mitigate them. The study revealed that school rules and policies and disciplinary measures had been put in place in schools to assist in preventing such bullying behaviors. However, they are not effective in addressing bullying because the incidence continues to rise with most students engaging in such acts. So here's the conclusion. What is the impact of bullying on academic performance? The first research question explored the impact of bullying on academic performance. Teachers and students in the study reported that bullying in schools creates an insecure environment for pupils, which negatively impacts the ability to conform the class activities, hence causing poor performance in class. Also, teachers and students mentioned that bullying has adverse effects on the psychology of pupils and makes them panic and afraid in class, which negatively impacts their school performance. What type of bullying is most common in your school? So the second research question of the study evaluated the types of bullying, which are common in secondary schools in Cameroon. Teachers and students revealed different types of bullying occur in secondary schools. Teachers and students reported that verbal, social, and physical bullying is the main types found in the secondary schools across Cameroon. Teachers and students disclosed the taunting, teasing, name calling, spreading rumors about someone leaving someone out on purpose, hitting, punching, kicking, pushing, and taking someone occur in schools. So, what are the experience of students about bullying in your school? The third research question determined whether perpetrators of bullying are also the victims of bullying. Teachers and students reported that practicing bullying in schools is conducted by perpetrators and not victims. They are mainly senior students who bullied junior students and are also the victims because they believe in having the power of position of physical strength. Then some juniors, teachers, and students shared that despite the development of schools' rules and policies and disciplinary measures, senior students continue with their bullying behaviors. Teachers and students reported that rules and policies do not help in reducing the number of perpetrators of bullying in schools. The study's findings value to the existing body of literature that perpetrators of bullying victims because perpetrators have increased power than. So here's the recommendation. So recommendations for practice the bullying aspect in schools provides the basis schools to assure conformity with schools rules and policies. The study's findings provide the foundation to recommend private and public schools to ensure all students and teachers adhere to the set of rules and regulations to reduce the cases of bullying. The study revealed that teachers should be role models to their pupils in complying with their rules to avoid cases of bullying. So another recommendation for future research. The study was conducted only with a focus on private and public schools in Cameroon. This provides the basis to recommend further research across other schools to enhance the quality and reliability of the study. Also, since only teachers and pupils provided their perceptions on cases of bullying in their school, further research is needed to explore the perception and policy makers on appropriate strategies that can be adopted in schools to reduce cases of bullying. And this study was qualitative in nature, which indicates future with the use of other research methods like quantitative um, relationships to whether bullying has a significant relationship with the academic performance of students. Here are the references for my study, which is the effects of bullying on academic performance. And that would be all for my research study. Thank you for watching and God bless everyone.